This video I'll show you how I am actually um, making some improvement of furniture. And so I bought this piece of furniture, which is a nightstand, sort of like a furniture you could use, or you could use it for other purpose also. So I needed some nightstand. So I have a few beds and did not have nightstand two sides. So I thought I will buy it. So I was actually visiting various thrift shops over the course of the time when I to see if I can find something that I could use for that nightstand. So other day I went to a place and I found there was a piece, a small, very light. I was looking to very light structure but sturdy. Find it, and then I saw that it wasn't very best condition. At one time, it was solid wood and stain on it, but somebody who had used before had painted white paint on it, and the paint was not very even. Probably wasn't one coat of paint was, so you can really see through that old stain mark, wood stain mark. So I thought, okay, I could actually, it would be lots of work to actually strip the paint and re-stain it, which is I down one or two pieces in my house I use, but it would be lots of work. But I could just paint it white paint and complete that few more coat, and it would be nicer than it is. And so the price I paid for this nightstand was $7. Can you believe that? $7 only. So the option I choose to look for old used furniture is that if I needed to buy a very inexpensive nightstand from a store like IKEA or some places, at least I have to pay $100 or a little more to find a reasonable sized and quality nightstand. And after that, if most of them would be particle board, and over the course of the years they will fall apart. So if you have a solid wood build that will last forever, and so this was a solid wood. So that's why I decided to find within a very limited price I can put my work in it and make it nicer and make it more of a giving it a personal touch to that piece. And one of the things that you might think that why buy old furniture, why not pay a few $100s and buy a new one? So if you look into this perspective, there are two perspectives in it. One is that the old furniture probably was sold, probably somebody who was moving out, or some grandmother's house was needed to be vacated, or so they sold out this furniture. Furniture is bulky, nobody wants it, it's expensive to move from one side to another side, so maybe family members doesn't want them, would be expensive to transport, so they sell in a very low price in the estate sale and various kind of sale, and they ended up into this kind of thrift shop or some of this inexpensive antique shop. And the antique shop also want to sell that quickly because they don't want to hold this bulky furniture in their store and blocking storage space. So you're able to buy a very inexpensive way of a solid wood furniture, and they might have some issues, some chips or some not perfect, but for the fraction of the price you will pay, is sorted. And if you are able to do some improvement, that would be benefit to that furniture, making to a good, reasonable, visually appealing piece. So that's you could do. So I will show you that the piece, and then I will show you over the course of the stage that I will I improve that. So that is the one perspective to buy something very low expensive but reasonably long lasting quality of furniture. Other perspective, that if customer like me and who buys them, if you are not buying it, nobody wants to buy this furniture and pieces, they will end up into going to a trash collector and to pick up and throw it in dumpster, eventually landfill, and so on. And so you creating reasonably usable furniture that could be used for another generation or two. And because of this issue of marketing or transfer cost, or nobody wants, they would be ended up on the curbside or in a dump ground. So in that perspective, that people who are actually buying this old furniture and using them as it is, or in making it the improvement, you are actually helping in a green way to the environment, because you are reducing that the furniture. For example, that if I bought this nightstand, wood structured nightstand, if I would have, and I probably would be able to use for a very long time, 10-20 years or so on. But if I would have to buy a new furniture from a store like a IKEA or something, I might have to buy it over the course of that time period, maybe 3 pieces. So that is on the addition of that, this piece would have been actually get into the trash and dump ground. And I would, over the course of the time period, I will buy additional furniture to create that amount of continuous trash. And so I am actually saving this in a way. I'm helping the environment. So hopefully you like this two view, and you would agree somewhat, and maybe you, if you are not interested in buying an old furniture from thrift store, you might in terms of being green and being environmentally concerned, and you may wanted to think about that. And a lot of cases talking about environment, everyone's like to talk about it. Oh, we like to be in a green, and we need to make a policy, government should do that. But as a person, you have responsibility to do your action. So what are you doing? So you need to make yourself that action, that you making the effort to make things that you could do, instead of blaming the system and oh, those people don't do it and they're not making that. So so that's I do, and I hope you would be persuaded by my this take on using the used furniture, and you will find that how this piece, I will make this over the course of few coat of paint, I'll make a very nice. So this is the outcome after I had put 3 coats of white paint on it, and it looks pretty clean, nice. So it is pretty much ready, but then I realized that painting in white, everything, it looks pretty clean, and we'll go with any home decor. But it looks a little bit of boring, so I am thinking of painting perhaps the top, this surface, in a different color to give a little bit of a dramatic look. And I have a bunch of blue color shade paint, and I'm deciding to choose one of the blue color to put on the top, and that will give it a little bit of a contrast, and it stands out. The piece will stands out. Also, I thought that the white as it is, um, if I put something, coffee mugs and other stuff, maybe anything other than white will provide me the benefit that the stain would not be that visible. So I could use the piece without being worried to make it put in any visible stain or anything, so the dark color will help with it. So in next step I will show you after I paint it with the blue color. So this is after 2 coats of blue paint had puts on the top part, and this is sort of a greenish baby blue color. I think it looks good. On the video you might not able to see exact color tone, but this is the color that I had and I used it. And what I done is that there's a little 4 screw on the 4 leg side, had the joint, and there was a wooden dowels were put on to cover that screw joint. So I painted those tip with the blue color. I thought that bringing the continuation from the top to those area will tie the color, blue color, with the white very well. And as you see that I extended the top color on the halfway to the side, so from the side you would be able to see the color also, so it'll be much more visible to from any angle, the white and blue color contrast. So this is the resting place of this table where I wanted to put. As you can see that the bottom shelf helps to put some of the books, and the top is small but big enough to put a table lamp or a few books, and a flower vase if you want. In this case, as I put in an old oil lamp that I had, but I have a electric connection right behind it. I could put later on one table lamp also. So as you can see that the blue color really went well with the white color of the table and the white color of the wall. So this complete the video of this project. So hope you you like the video. If you have any comment that if any other color other than blue or anything else I could have done to make things better, I would like to hear it from you. And if you agree with or disagree with my overall the philosophy of using the old furniture to make it nice, so I would like to hear that too, and probably would be other people would be interested to hear. So any comment would be appreciated. And if you like the video, kindly click it or share with people you think that might be benefited from this video. And if you haven't subscribed this channel, kindly subscribe. I have various type of video, and I listed them in various category like gardening, cooking. So if you subscribe my channel anytime, you can go and find the specific category videos, and then you can watch them, and anytime I put in a new video you'd be able to find it. So I appreciate your kindness to subscribe this channel. So thank you.